My name's Patrice, and Bow Staff is my safe space. Bow Staff is my safe space because it gives me an outlet to harness a lot of anger, a lot of aggression, a lot of anxiety that I've been feeling. I think it is a very unique position that we're in. Being in a pandemic, experiencing a civil unrest, George Floyd was killed. I felt like nothing I could do was in my control, but I knew I needed an outlet. I knew I needed a place where I could feel in control. So I went to the park. I had heard of a personal trainer that was out there doing martial arts, doing Muay Thai, and he introduced me to the Bow Staff. I told him that I wanted to do some sort of art and discipline that could also slow me down, slow my mind down. With Bow Staff, there's so much repetition in the art form, and it allows you to really be calm. You need to do your warm-ups. You need to try not to hit yourself in the head. And so you really do have to take your time. It allows you to be grounded, which helps with anxiety, helps with depression. It helps with just kind of be a place where you can feel empowered, but also have self-control, practice discipline, and harness that anger and harness that aggression. And that's what I get to do with Bow Staff. Quarantine has allowed me the time that I need to invest in my mental health, to invest in the art of Bow Staff. It's one of those things where you're better at it if you take your time. You won't hit yourself in the head if you take your time. And so it's definitely allowed me to cultivate patience, discipline, peace. At first, I was coming from a very angry place when I was doing the Bow Staff, but because I have the time to do this 3 or 4 times a week, to slow down my thoughts and actually practice it almost like how people used to practice martial arts, putting a lot of time into it. My schedule is so much more clear now that I actually can get the full benefits of practicing a martial art. There is an awesome tribe of Black women doing Bow Staff at the park. I didn't know this existed, but it was pretty cool to come to my first class, and there were like 3 or 4 other Black women there. We looked kind of like a little mini Wakanda, and I definitely felt empowered by that. They were so positive and happy and hardworking that it inspired me to do the same. And so, man, I just have a lot of fun doing it, and it's hard work. I'm sweating, my arms are tired, so it's also a workout. But I love that quarantine has given me the time to put into this. This is like therapy for me. Like, it's releasing endorphins, it's physical, it's mental. I feel like it's spiritual. I connect to God. I have to let things go and give it to Him in all aspects, from my ego wanting to be better, faster at the Bow Staff, to my anger and aggressions and anxiety. In every way, this has just been so healthy and so therapeutic for me. So I'm so happy I found it. I think it is so important for mental health to create a safe space. Before I started doing Bow Staff, but just in general, it was hard for me to get my thoughts together, my emotions together, and that led to a period of darkness and depression during the quarantine. I think it's so important for people to find something. At some point, I was painting. At another point, I was making videos. I needed an outlet so that I wouldn't spiral down into darkness. And it's easy to do considering everything that's going on right now, but to find something that brings you joy, that brings you hope, so that you can see a future that is past this, that is outside this, where things have changed and it's a safer place to be. We just have to hold on to something while we're working on that. We can serve and we can fight and we can change the world, but if we're not making sure we're healthy, it's going to be a lot. It's going to weigh heavily on us. And so we have to have a space to release the weight of the world. And it has really changed how I'm seeing the world. I feel so much more hopeful now for the future. I feel like we have the power to make changes through doing a sport, through doing bow staff. Some people paint, some people write, but it's crazy what finding a community of people that are treating their mental health and their spiritual health, what that will do for you and what it's done for me.